We jump into knives versus colcol instead. That was a bit of a mess up there. Okay. So we're back, guys. Let's do another game. And yeah, this is a Division 3 game between colcol and knives. And on the right side in blue, we have knives as the 14th infantry. In the left side in red, we have colcol as 84th infantry. So two top tier division. Not right at quite S tier. I would say like higher A tier. And maps on the right side in blue. And then some off barrels, some variable DPs, IGs. And the left side in red, colcol. This game actually is more worth than normal games. Like they're because this is the whole series between those two guys. Because in the first game, they stated both of them crashed at the same time. So they decided this is the match, the deciding match between those two. And whoever wins this wins the whole series. So yeah. We have 4 Ognum Chickies coming up in the north. Yeah. On the other side, we have a couple of Grenadiers, no Grenadier DPs, some Elf Clearers, an IG. Let's speed the whole thing up a bit. Hello, White Eagle. Good to have you here. Some OB25s. Insists 42s, that's a mistake there by colcol. In deck building. These guys can come in the fastest transport the Russians have, and he brought in the slowest one. Yeah, it's the first game, but it's also the only game, as I said. So yeah, this game is deciding who wins because they crashed in game. They both crashed in the first game. They said. So this is game number 2 basically, but game number 1 is out of the counting. And they said whoever wins this wins the series between those two. That's what they made up. And I didn't want it to force them into playing another one if they said game number 1 they both crashed. OB25 in the north. Yeah. If those would be fast, they would be really helpful from the get-go. This way they will come in much later than usual. And yeah, that might be an issue. Yes, Stormtrooper MP44 is already coming up. Stormtrooper down here. Both guys playing balanced, so we are in for a long gun game most likely. Sniper Harry's here, engaging the Glide Pioneers. Best unit in the game when it comes to infantry. Flak Feeling already engaging an IL-2 bomber. Flak 38, 20mm. Ognos over here in position, but so are the Grenadiers. And if the OB would have been already there with the Jeep, would have maybe stopped this Grenadier from unloading or punished it for going that far. But the way it is, the OB just unloaded and the DP is already in cover. M42 doesn't get the golden looks, a bit unlucky there for colcol. And mortar firing onto Sniper. Good move there by knives. Sniper moves backwards though, so it doesn't get killed. And so 2 looks forward, moving forward. Automatically moving in the open into the fire of the Glide Pioneers and Stormtrooper. These are 3-star the Glide Pioneers, so they annihilate units. As you can see, the ultimate chicken nearly dead already. The other one over damaged as well. Sniper's over here engaging OB, IG. And gets bombed as well. So it should go down here. Maybe together with the off doors? No, the off door get half. Only one man standing. And gneibs gets one flag down here because of the Begleit. Good news. Nice. And yeah, good movement there. Ultimate Chicas cannot really hold. In the forest, they might be able to. With 2 stars. This might be a close call, as the Begleit Pioneers also throw a satchel charge. They get pinned down though, especially after gneibs started moving them. And losing 8 men of your Begleit Pioneers that fast isn't too good. Really want to keep these guys alive, as well alive as possible. That's why you bring in the Stormtrooper MP 44, for example, to keep them in front of the Pioneers, I think. Because these are the most valuable unit you have in 14th Infantry next to the Tigers. Sniper down here, engaging the up-clearer. Flight Pioneer engaging the sniper. They should be able to kill it at some point, but they might lose 1 or 2 more men there. Grenadier DP and the Pack 40 engaging the superior PPSHs, forcing the unloads, killing 1 in transport, killing a second 1 in transport. And yeah, superior PPSHs in the open ain't too great, but at least they get support by an OB-25. Sniper finally goes down, but yeah, now they also get engaged by the Begleit Pioneers. And that should kill them sooner rather than later. And there they go down. So that's 40 points down this year for colcol. A bit too aggressive here. A bit too many PPSH units, I think. A bit too few long range engagement units. Fixes Saperis, but he has him on Cis 42 as well. I think that's a huge mistake. Check your decks, guys. I do this mistake from time to time as well, but you never want to have any unit in Cis 42. I don't know. You have this good town. You have this tree line, which is pretty good. Yeah, you have to win here. Otherwise, it's real tough to get back in. I don't think it's that much worse. It might be a bit unbalanced, but not super huge difference. Also like this forest more than this forest. They both are pretty good, but I think this one is better because a lot of stuff comes out of here. You can shut down and stuff. You really like, yeah. I'm gonna check he's in the north. Saperis on the way moving into the forest. Saperis again helping out against the Grenadiers here. Don't kill any one of them though. Would like to see another 20mm coming in from knives. Real good there. More Grenadiers coming in as well. And then we see a couple more Saperis moving in their transports. But yeah, Cis 42s are just so painful, guys. I know I repeat myself there, but really, never do that, guys. Never. Yeah, so it's really a knives game in the south at the moment. Even bringing up a Pack 40, bit too far forward, I think. Might actually lose these guys to this Safaris. Not something you want to do. Relatively solid defensive setup here by colcol in the south. I just can't really push in there. He doesn't really need to either, but yeah, he might. Yeah, I think he will lose the Pack 40 here, which is really something that shouldn't happen. Keep your back 40s behind. Don't move them up. Kill tank or so. Rather bring in a tiger or something. Or stay at your 13-11. You don't have to be aggressive. I mean, you're already leading at your balance deck. Get a bit more A, as he does. Get a bit closer to the front line, because I think these 20 mils are a bit too far behind. This one could also move somewhere over here. Really like that he has a commander though. Helps him out pretty good. On the other side, we don't have a commander, or am I just missing one? No, it's all leaders. So I wonder why this is not a dark star. This commander too far away. Yeah, it has a line of command. We see the same on colcol side? No. Okay, so it's just a mistake, interface mistake there. I'll do bombing the barriers, so that might allow colcol to get back another flag. Yes, he has the OBs, that is very, oof, that's a bit of overkill, moving in 3 stuff very central middle. He's really building up forces in the north to push over there. And there's not much from gneibs to stop him there. Gneibs a bit too overeager to build up more stuff in the south. Yeah, he also had the OB 25 since in CIS 42s. When you're on the left, I defend usually here and focus on keeping this ridge here, and then trying to bring in some units over here to shut down these bridges. And then I try to attack over here, getting into here. But you have to be careful. You cannot just move in over this, but you have to get this ridge first, and then slowly but surely moving in here. And yeah, then in here, I think. Those are the points you want to get, and you usually get faster here as well from the left side, a bit faster. And that allows you to maybe get this flag as well early on, especially if you have the OB position from over here. The IG position over here is not as great as this only light forest. And yeah, I think we will see that in a second with colcol being able to capture this flag, which allows him, yeah, back to 12-12. And yeah, but he has to be careful. He loses this flag here. He lost the forest, which is really a super important forest. If gneibs could move in the black pioneers, for example, in over here, gneibs would be in colcol would be in a lot of trouble. I mean, he's already in a lot of trouble because he lost this whole area over here. Getting up this ridge again, not the easiest. I would like to see gneibs refocusing his artillery onto over here, or maybe even over here, and then trying to push in. I think 4 mortars give you a lot of fire, and yeah, that was a bit of a waste. But he's back to 13-11. Loses the flag again. I think he should bring up a couple more units in the north. So he has a solid defensive line, like a Pak 40 or at least a Pak 36 or 36 they have, or an M42 one up there on the hill. And yeah, his AA is a bit too far backwards, but he has quite a couple of them. Another leader over here would be nice. So now, yeah, he brings in another Pak 40 himself. Okay. MA109 should be able to get the kill here. Yeah. That should be a clean cut kill. Or is it? No, it isn't. It overshoots it. 20 mil. Don't get the kill either. It's a bit unlucky. I hope gneibs does micro his plane a bit. Oh, it should be able to get the kill now. No, unlucky there. Really unlucky there. Okay. So we have a couple of T-34s sitting in the south. Pak 40 again, a bit too far to the front line. I don't know what it's doing here. I like the position over here. It was shutting down the road. I think gneibs has to work on his AT unit plan, AT gun play a bit. Like, the Blight Pioneers could have been here already. If they would have been in this forest, this would have shut down the reinforcements. Now they're fighting the long range engagement, and like from yellow cover, at least the Guardians are not in cover yet. But the Blight Pioneers will lose this engagement at one point because they're only firing with one MG42 and there's so many Guardians coming up. So I would like to see gneibs moving them back out of there because you really want to keep these units alive. Yes, just such powerhouses. And they're a bit wasted in this long range engagement. Overall, they're, I think, a bit wasted in this position, but yeah, in this engagement especially. Mortify now coming good, well, in good. That was a good move there. Has to do it again though for these Guardians. Yeah, I don't know if the Black Pioneers will survive long enough until he realizes this. His IG helps out. Okay, that's good. So yeah, his Guardians might, his Black Pioneers might survive after all. The Guardians over here get under fire of the IG. Isn't hitting too well just yet though. Bit of a shame. And now he's moving them out. Mortar's firing again. Helping out with smoke. Really active usage there by gneibs. Not the perfect positioning, I think, for his artillery. Like, not the perfect spots to use them, but he uses them effectively, permanently all the time and hits stuff. So I think they're still worth it. That's a looks here, though, is pretty perfectly positioned. Shuts down everything that comes on this side, shuts down everything that gets into or out of this forest. We can still evacuate if you see a T-34 coming up here. So I think in pretty good position. But yeah, his Pack 40s are always a bit weirdly placed. That's the second one he loses unnecessarily, I think. These are not offensive weapons. Use them defensively, guys. Does the ME 109 get it this time? Yeah, okay. The G4 gets the kill and should get out there alive. He also smoked off his own IG now. Yeah, I was a fan of the normal mortar fire, but yeah, already was a bit confused by the smoke. I mean, yeah, but it's still okay. 38 piece are still alive. 540 and IG, and the flag 38 killed the Guardians easily over here, which actually might be bringing him back to flag. No, this is just an off terror. This might be an active unit. It might actually put the front line back over this. But colcol brings in 2 IS-2s now in the north, and that's why I said I would have liked to see from gneibs some units over here. Because all he had was 2 Grenadier DPs, one of them already dead now. Another IS-2 coming in B phase. So yeah, colcol having 4 IS-2s in the north. And now we know why he wasn't so active in the early game. Because that's what he saved up for. 4 Guardians as well. I think it's a bit of an overkill. 2 of these would have been enough already. And yeah, instead of bringing 4 of these in, rather bring in 2 AA guns, guys. And 1 fighter or 1 bomber more to protect these from enemy cluster bombers or anything like that. Because 2 IS-2s already demolish everything the enemy can put on you against you on the ground. 4 of them is just absolute overkill. I'd rather save these for somewhere else on the map. ME 109, will he do it this time? gneibs saw it, otherwise he wouldn't have called in the ME 109. Hope he does react. It's a bit too late for a reaction, actually, I think, already. Doesn't get the kill on the IL-2. The IL-2 really tanky here. Bit unlucky. Yak-1B comes in and kills the ME 109. Good reaction there by colcol, and yeah, lucky for him as well that he didn't lose the unit. 1 big light grenadier coming in, that will for sure not stop what's coming up here in the north. Yeah, now gneibs gets punished for not being more aggressive in the south, I think. and also not reinforcing the north at all. Because with a couple more units here, they could have delayed this much longer. But like the Pack 40 over here could have killed the T-34s and would have forced the IS-2s to move forward into it. And yeah, now the T-34s kill actually the Black Grenadiers off, and this looks real rough now for gneibs. He has to push now on the south. Maybe like split the map kind of like this way. I don't see any way for him to get back into the north. He can bring in, he should bring in some units into his force, otherwise this spawn over here will get shut down. Ooh, that's already moving pretty close there. Well, even if you don't have AT bombers, even normal bombers are one of the best ways to deal with IS-2s. So yeah, even against those, you want to have some AA. Like, sure, against 14th is not too necessary, but yeah, you have these guys. That's what I was talking about. And yeah, with some AA, these IS-2s would survive. Now, two of them might go down. Does he actually? No, he goes for two different ones. I would look for a second like he would go for the same one. Oh wow, they still survive. Okay, I didn't know the J88 cluster bomb was that bad. I haven't played 14th in a long time. Well, I have seen that before. But yeah, that's unlucky, I think. And it's not even fully pinned. But yeah, he's nearly lost his spawn now, so I would love to see knives bringing something into this forest. Otherwise, he just got rolled up from the north. He's still pushing in the south, so that's good for him. And yeah, he's still using his mortars actively. I like that. Pack 40 might be able to get some side shots into this S2 over here. It would be nice for him to at least get one kill here. Wait, did he actually kill one already? No, that's the third one. I didn't saw the tree in the wood. OB25 now opening fire as well because of the IS-2, so this Pack 40 is toast. He finally brings in some Securugs and to save the spawn. Really important there. SG-18 has to be careful. Nearly in range of the T-34, you don't want to lose this one in transport. You don't want to lose it outside of the transport either. I think you want to move it like somewhere up here. Pack 40 now engaging IS-2 again. Sorry, APCR shells. Not even critting with those. Well, I think he should have had, yeah, he should for sure buy AA now. I should have bought some from the get-go. Instead, invests into a shit ton of infantry, which is pretty unnecessary, I think, because he already has enough to capture the north. I think he should have put that in the south, as there's still a really good chance that kneibs just overruns this whole south, and then they split the map this way. And yeah, kneibs' job is really to kill these bad boys off, and then bring in his tigers and his Pack 40s to run the rest of the 84. L237 coming in. But this one has to go awfully close to the spawn of kneibs, where a fighter can easily sweep in and kill this. Pack 40 holding fire. SG unloaded, another SK-18 over here. One tiger in the south already, catching an OB. Would like to see kneibs a bit more aggressive down here, forcing colcol into something. And yeah, that's what I was talking about. 2 fighters. Come on, knives, a bit of micro. You have to micro these guys a bit more manually to win air engagements with them now. Unlucky there. Like 38 coming in. Going a bit too far. Not the biggest fan of where it's going. Knives, come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You really have to micro them a bit. If the L2 is turning, then they don't get a kill on them. SK18 now is in range of the T38, T34. Being bent down, Flak 38 doesn't unload. So the L2 37 gets out alive, which is a big shame. It was a pretty bad air engagement there for gneibs, losing 2 fighters for nothing. Now, if you move them around, for me at least, it worked out pretty well. You know, haven't played super much on the new patch, but for me, microing them around worked out pretty well. I could have get a kill on one of these, I think, or maybe both with double kill there. No, I saw them killing planes outside of a straight line. I saw them dogfighting and winning against other fighters, for example, in the casts in the last couple of days. So that's not 100% true. And as I said, I also had a bit more luck microing them myself and then getting them behind the enemy again. Ooh. Ultimate Cheeky coming up. Big Cheeky. Sicherungs engaging. Luck 38. Engaging the Ultimate Cheeky down themselves. So yeah. Some pioneers as well. Ooh. Can they pin them down before they're in range? Have to reload. Oh no. IS-2 is engaging. So yeah, those 2 units are going down. And Ips is still not aggressive enough in itself, but there's now another IS-2 here. Pinning down all the infantry over here now. He's finally doing something about this. But I think he kept colcol too much space in the north. He gave him too much space in the north. Yeah, the air engagements were a big part of why he lost that. But I also saw them curving into an IL-2, for example, and actually firing in front of it, and then the IL-2 flew into shots of it. Like they're pre-aiming now, which is something I think most pilots weren't able to do. Like I think that was a training, especially for like the Americans were the only ones who really could align shot in front of other planes. I had practice on that. For other nations, the pilots didn't practice it. So I guess the behavior is relatively realistic that they have to get behind or in front of them to shoot them down. Maybe that. I hope Eugen didn't do that. Did it on purpose though. But yeah, KFZ's over here captured territory. Storm Pioneers over here moved in. And now two tigers against one IS-2. IS-2 should still win. No! The caster curse, guys. The caster curse. But this tiger is toast against two IS-2s, yeah. Another IS-2 command coming on. The IS-2 in the south went down. No, didn't went down. Yeah, gneibs nearly cut the map in half, but he lost a couple more flags in the north than he retook in the south. And yeah. And now IL-2 bombers coming in. He doesn't have any AA. He has a couple of tigers now. Yeah, IL-2 37mm coming in as well. Yeah, this tiger is in a bit of trouble. Yeah, gets side-shotted, gets killed. And so, what do we have here? Mortar fire continuing. Really well used there by gneibs, continuously firing really throughout the game. But need the supply truck over here as well. We will leave out to ammunition. This gun hasn't been used at all, I think. Which is a bit of an oversight. And now the IS-2 is coming up again. I really don't think he can stop him anymore. After losing the tiger in the north, he could still move up the other tiger. But he's only moving up the securings. Yeah, first the tiger goes down. Stoke should follow soon. IL-2, 37. Doesn't get the kill on the tiger. Flak fielding and Flak 38. Firing on it. Flag and smoke, but it doesn't go down. The IS-2 in the south is still alive. Another IS-2 coming up. Yeah, I think gneibs is in big trouble here. Like a lot of Yak 1s coming up. I don't know exactly why. At least gneibs secured this kill somewhat, but yeah. Tiger E over here, still being on the hill. Luck feeling, might shoot down the Yak 1B. Nope. Doesn't get it. 81mm on the hill. Those chopping MP40s. Getting shot by the IS-2 from over here. Yeah, another IS-2 coming in. That is just too much, I think, for gneibs. Here's the artillery. Ooh, that might be a double kill here. Or that should be a double kill at least. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, gets a double kill. Finally, something good happening for gneibs. But it comes in too late. Another kill on another IS-2. That leaves the number of IS-2 in the north by 1. So he might actually be able to push out of here. Maybe I spoke too soon. That leaves the overall numbers of IS-2 on the map by 1, 2, 3. And it keeps the 88s alive. Maybe I spoke too soon. He's at 59 though. He has to act relatively soon. And yeah, he has to push into. Oh no, it's 4 IS-2 still on the map. So yeah, that's still a couple of rounds. He needs to get this flag back. I think that's the easiest to get back. Is at 1410 now? Okay. So Paris and channels moving into the forest. Pioneers should be in there. Or moving a bit backwards so that the flag killing can engage as well. Together with the SDKZs. With that Pioneers, Sicherungs. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Animal Crossing either. Over. Beobachtungsschwimmwagen coming in as well. Colcol coming for the full-on at 3mm off net. Or one little bit red Grenadier. And yeah, 81mm coming in again. Really, the constant firing of knives, something you really have to keep in high regards. You really have to be proud on him for doing that constantly. And his targeting really is pretty solid. Sadly, these two Ice 2s will stop any push from occurring. At least he captured this flag, so yeah, he has 15 minutes now. 15 minutes to, I think, deal with this Ice 2 and then try to push in the north. I think he has a pretty solid setup over here, and still no AA. That's something. Finally, 85mm coming in for colcol, but he would have needed this much earlier. I mean, he at least won the air fight, so he killed a lot of fighters of knives, and that it kept his planes from being killed pretty mostly. But knives still can come in with his bombers. So yeah, that's something colcol could have stopped quite a time ago. If he would have invested into, instead of this Ice 2, would have invested into 2 of these, then these 2 Ice 2s would be still alive, I guess. Pioneer SVT over here engaging the channels should win that. SDK that's nearly going down to the M42. It's out of range in like last second. Channels over here, and yeah, should be pinned down. Yeah, quite a couple of units here for knives. Good off map here by colcol. This should kill, or at least hit a lot of units. As 3mm off map is really good. Another one over here for knives, I think. Okay, yeah, he thought that's what's pushing the map forward. That's a bit of a shame. Really cannot allow to waste any of these off maps, especially when the off map of his opponents really hits home. This is basically what you want to do with an off map. That's the perfect target, especially with one that can be deadly. Then move in. I hope colcol does that as well. He really could break Knife's neck with it. He just moves up here now. Captures these 2 flags. I think he has the win here over Knives. Smoke artillery coming in from Knives, I think. Smoke mortar fire. Really wanted getting it one last push in over here. I think it's a solid idea, especially if he can like kill this Ice 2 off. But we have to see how this works out, as he's really under time pressure. And yeah, this off map did so much work for colcol. So much work. Killing off like 3 units, 1 tank. Oh no, 4 units, I think it was 220 units, the flak healing. And the VK being killed off. So that's, oh no, the Panzer 2 looks at this in the station, right? The VK is in Harteneck, but basically the same. And yeah, the next one is also pretty good. Could be a bit further over here, but he doesn't know about these grenadiers, obviously. But yeah, the only thing missing is the follow-up push. They're still bringing up quite a bit of units. Could move forward with everything in the south now as well, I guess. Just to try to keep knives alive down everywhere. Brings in another Ice 2 and another 85mm, and if this arrives in the front line, will take a while still when this arrives. Oh yeah, brings in a lot of 85mm AA pieces now. These will both stop the ground forces and the air forces of knives from coming in, so the last opportunity to kill this Ice 2, I think, is now. Back 40 over here, engaging. Yeah, no, the F5 over here was really a bit unnecessary, stopping his own push from happening. SU cluster bombers came in, killing one IS-2, but one of them goes down. Second of them. That's this game, guys. These two were so important. And yeah, due to the flak feeling not being alive anymore, the two fighters did their job. One of them went down, but yeah, if the flak feeling would have still be alive, I don't think these Jag 1Bs would have done that. Maybe they would have killed one, but I doubt even that if the flak feeling up here would have still been alive. So yeah, this up map from colcol really paying off. Because that was the last hope of gneibs. And now this game is over, guys. Sorry to say that, but yeah. Don't think anything can save gneibs here anymore. 3 minutes on the time, and the map just looks so bad for him. Even if he would have gotten more Ju-88s now, these 4 flak 85mm would just absolutely back them apart. Like feeling in the north, not able to fully kill this IL-2 either, I think. Well, might have spoken too soon? No. It doesn't have any veterancy, so it didn't hit. And yeah, Pack 40 again. Yet, if he wouldn't have thrown these away, they could have been much more helpful. He really needed them against the IS-2s later on. He threw away quite a couple of them in the south early on. And then another good off map of colcol. Still again, not the best follow-up. At least he captured this flag now. And yeah, he lost his IS-2 to the cluster bomber, so he lost quite a bit of pushing power. But it still has a lot of units. Still. That's just a bit of overkill. Would rather see some more AA pieces in the south. But yeah, he keeps gneibs away. Who is down to 2 minutes now. Even if he catches one more flag, it's still only 4 minutes to get back to a 12-12. And I really don't see that happening. Because yeah, even if colcol is dry on infantry now, which might be something that happened, like it might be that colcol is out of infantry by now, it still doesn't matter because I still think gneibs is not able to push the units that is there on the map in the next 2 minutes. And yeah, 1 minute 30. Over 25 engaging, 85mm in the north engaging as well. Yeah, he killed an IS-2 down here. That's what the dates were hitting. So he at least killed the IS-2 with that. But losing them afterwards was just real bad. Light Guardians over here engaging. But yeah, his infantry will not save him against IS-2s. And yeah, it's 51 seconds. He might be going over 1 minute in a second again if he may be able to pin these units down, but that by now really doesn't matter. colcol with another bullseye of an artillery. Yeah, brings it back to 13-11 actually. So this one might actually matter, bringing it back to a 12-12 for a while. Didn't expect that to happen. But this off map kills the push potential over here, gives colcol 1 flag back, still keeps the flag over here. And yet, even though this switches in a second, it's still 13-11 thanks to this map. And yeah, the units over here are pinned down that would be able to maybe push in here. Strafniki's coming up. 3 IL-2 37s. Another ME coming in. Nearly kills the IL-2 again, but then gets forced back by all the 85mm. Yeah, it's 13-11. But he can't push back in here. Strafniki's just too good. And he just really doesn't have a flag he couldn't get. That's all the flags gneibs can get, and yeah, that's the end. In 5 seconds, it's over. So he played pretty well in the early game. I really liked gneibs' position. I think he messed up by defending the north and being a bit too aggressive in the south. And yeah, a really close game here. So yeah, both showing really good stuff and some misplay. But overall, amount of misplay was relatively low. I think, yeah, like the overall thing was just what you expect out of Division 3. A bit too slow play sometimes, a bit missing micro at some points, and then lacking decisiveness. Like really deciding when to push, where to push. Like colcol didn't do that much better, but he had IS2s, which were just steamrolling gneibs at some point. Who tried to find a way against them, did find it to some extent, but he just, if he would have held the whole south by then, he actually might have been able to come back in that game. The air engagements were a bit bad, the 40s were a bit bad, and then his crisis management against the IS2s was a bit missing as well, which leaves colcol as the victor of this series, the game and the series, and which might bring colcol back into. Let me look. Is he able to get into the playoffs with that? Colcol. He is in a good way at the moment. Yeah, I think that brings him back into, yeah, that brings him into the playoffs. So colcol at spot number 3. Don't think he can go. Yeah, that was against Wonder Noob. His last game is against Gearhead. Don't see him winning that one. But the 7 points should be enough. Yeah, nobody else can get up to 7 points. So colcol is fine and dandy with that. And yeah, that gives him one more game at least, which should be against the second place of Group B. Let's have a look how this status. Yeah, so second one of Group B, third one of Group A, and then the first one of Group A. So yeah, it will be Gearhead moving on in here. Then we have colcol, and who will be? Do we already know who gets second in Group B? No, that's still super open. And yeah, Wonder Noob will be on the other side, and Crippling Depression can still get pushed out of there on the first spot. So yeah, we have to see who gets what done here. I think a couple of games Vincent already played of its 2 couple series he has still left. But yeah, these 4 guys are basically who were playing over these 4 spots, as Big Jim and Maxwell eliminated already. Which doesn't mean they cannot still put a dent into the chances of any of the other guys. So yeah, that's it for today's guys. It was a short broadcast. Thanks for tuning in though, and see you next time. We'll end it with a slow, a short advertisement. So consider watching that till the end so we get a couple more cents into the prize pool. Yeah, then have a good night or a good day wherever you are.